You were there, and you had already left. I've done this in moments that cost me something real. By the end of this video, I'm going to give you two questions. Simple enough to use in the moments that matter the most. Hi, I'm Tev. I support people redesign how they connect, repair, and stay present. In this video, we're going to look at the one driver that determines the direction of almost every reaction you have in a close relationship. Not to judge it, not to fix it overnight, but to finally see it clearly enough to have a choice. Most reactions that move away from someone have a driver underneath them. Fear. Not panic, not drama. Control, distance, withdrawal. Fear wearing the clothes of reasonable person. You'll call it something else. Standards, strategy, being realistic. Your attention leaves the room before your body does. We call that the drift. And you don't notice when it starts, only what it costs later. I want to tell you about a period in my life. I had a business partner, someone I respected, someone I had built something real. We were sitting across each other, same table we'd sat a dozen of times. They made an ask, a reasonable one, looking back, logical, fair, considered. But I didn't hear it that way. What I heard was, they're taking what's mine. Everything I've built is at risk. What I didn't know at the time was that I was not actually in the room. I was months into a feared future, already living a version of events that hadn't happened yet. Fear of losing the business, fear of being the one who failed, fear of being seen as someone who couldn't hold it together. Every interaction after that got filtered through that calculation. My partner stopped being the person with a valid perspective. They became a variable in a survival equation. I can see now what was happening. My attention had already left. And I responded accordingly. Months of conflict avoidance, then defense, then control, then reactive escalation. What my business partner experienced was exactly what I was most afraid of becoming: cold, reactive, unreachable. We did lose the business partnership. We lost a shared vision that could have become something real. And for a long time, we lost the friendship too. And I saw it too later. What was actually happening there was the drift. My attention had been in a feared future for months. The person across from me never had a chance. You might be not losing a business, but you might be losing the person sitting across the dinner table right now. That's when I understood this isn't about communication. It's about where your attention goes under pressure. Think about the most connected moments you've had with someone close. Not the grand gestures, the small ones, the real ones. Someone looked at you and you felt actually seen. In every one of those moments, both people were present, not calculating, not protecting, just here. In a relationship, love is attention that stayed. Fear and love are not opposites. Automatic fear response and conscious presence are opposite. Fear pulls attention forward into a future that hasn't arrived. Presence keeps attention here. Let me show you what the drift looks like in real relationships. Not the dramatic version, the ordinary one. Your partner asks a normal question. Your body hears a threat. You defend or explain or just go cold. Your attention was already gone before they finished the sentence. Some people don't fight. They just gradually stop showing up. Fewer real conversations, more logic, a functional partnership with an empty center. And that's not peace, that's managed fear. You know which one is yours. For the person who runs everything tightly, it looks like high standards. But underneath, it is a nervous system that learned if I control enough, I can prevent the pain. The system is doing what it learned to do, just in the wrong room. None of this is permanent. The drift is a pattern, and patterns can be interrupted, not by understanding them, but by catching them in the moment attention starts to move and choosing to stay. I know this is possible because I have lived both versions. Not perfectly, differently. I want to give you two questions. Not to answer perfectly and not to feel better. Just to locate where you actually are. Where is your attention right now? And you already know the answer. What are you protecting instead of staying with this moment? Not what you should do, not what the right answer is. Just where did you go? And what did it cost? In relationships, love is attention that stayed. This pattern doesn't stay in one relationship. The child in the room is watching where your attention goes, not what you say, not what you intend. where your attention actually goes under pressure. The drift is not a personal failing. It is a pattern inherited from people who inherited it from people who were never taught how to stay. The interruption of that pattern in one person changes what the next generation inherits. In the next video, we're gonna talk about 5 emotions that quietly run most relationships without ever being named. Before then, notice once this week when your attention leaves the room. Not to fix it, just to see it, just to experience it. Most people never notice when they drift. We'll take this one layer at a time, no rushing, no quick fixes, just learning how the human system actually works, step by step. See you in the next one. God bless.